Great morning, everyone. Oh my goodness. Yes, I'm here a little late this morning. I was up half the night because my things weren't uploading. I was sitting there. It get to 21% uploaded, then it stopped. To check the speed, it's 0.51. In other words, it's doing nothing, 3 hours for a 9-minute video. So I was up half the night with the provider trying to figure out what's going on. Okay, so first thing we've got this morning, there is a video out now, and I have to look. I didn't catch exactly where it's at, if it's on YouTube or Amazon or where it is. But it's called Vigilante Inc. And what it's about is about the one thing they did to skew the election is disenfranchise voters. So what he's saying happens, anybody can challenge somebody's vote. So they sent out lists of mainly African Americans, people of color, and just had, these blocks of Republicans that would call in and challenge all their votes. And when they challenged the votes, then they took them off the voter list. And then they have to physically come into the office and prove that they are an American citizen. Now, when they do that and they challenge vote, they don't tell the people their vote's been challenged, and so it's not being counted. They get a provisional ballot, but their vote hasn't been counted. So he is saying that he has checked, and for sure Trump would have lost in Arizona, and I think at the other one's Nevada, and he's still checking on a bunch of other ones, okay? From the skewing of taking people off the voter registrations and everything, okay? So they've done a lot of hinky things, and we'll have to see where this goes. So I pulled cards, and we'll see what they say. I haven't had a chance to go through them yet. I just pulled them, wanted to get over here quick with it. So underneath of it all, we have the lovers. Those that are on the Repugly Ugly agenda, the Magatonians that were all up on this scheme. See, there we have the Ten of Pentacles, the Republicans. In this case, mostly the Magatonian regime, and what they were gathering and collecting, okay? And what they were gathering and collecting were votes. People's votes to get rid of them. Harvest, get rid of it, okay? So the energy coming into this is really a painful truth coming out about the opportunity that they took for the votes, what they did with the votes, okay? And this has caused this big, difficulty of just clinging to what was taking place, the burden of the energy. So they gathered, each one of these is a vote, the action of the vote, and they took it away, okay? They took away the energy, they gathered and collected every little vote that they could, and disenfranchised people, okay? Did not tell them what was taking place. So the energy coming into this is now wanting justice when it comes to, guess who? Trumpensteins, and what they're gathering and holding when it comes to basically collecting votes and getting rid of them, okay? So that's what they did. Each person that they had on their list of Trumpenstein minions was challenging millions of votes and getting these votes not to be counted. Okay, so what's going on now is judgment is going to come down. New information is coming out, and this is being worked on it. Now, I like this information coming out. We have the bald eagles, American bird, our American bird, and they are working on this. The challenge is this being repressed, perhaps, when it comes to a new action, trying to hang it up so it doesn't go through. That's the challenge. But we need to get them to see this from the different viewpoint, balancing the sacrificing of these votes that took place. Let's see what the outcome is. The outcome is looking at the fullness of this. Okay, so these are the votes, what we're looking at, we're using for votes. We want to find out the fullness of the votes. So this is going to be guarded, challenged, guarded, and they are looking at action going forward with this. So we are still in the midst of this. He is still going through these voter rolls to see what they've done, who they've taken off from these voter rolls. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I wanted to know what's going to happen going forward with this. Well, it was about an ending, the death. Death card. Truth of this, ending when it comes to the justice. Okay, now I wanted a clarification. Is it going to quit being justice? All of these are major arcana. Okay, so it's seeing it from a different viewpoint, ending where the hang-up was to get justice. Okay, so they are going to want to get this votes challenged and counted, justice when it comes to democracy. Okay, when it comes to the Democrat ticket, what was actually voted for, because we know 100% Kamala won. Okay, so there are a lot of things being done on a lot of fronts when it comes to this election. We are not done yet. Okay, we are not done yet. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, so what we have with this, again, we have humility and eating away at this. Okay, this guy is doing it in a metered way, in other words. It's not in anger, it's not going in there, and he's really taking the time to look at this because he's absolutely triggered when it comes to the endings of these votes. Okay, so he wants to heal this by going forward. So this is moving forward. It is not over. It is not done. Now exactly what to do to reinstate those, I'm not sure. What's the next move? Who you bring this up to? How you get this going forward? Okay. Okay, so what we have here, next layer, is playing and friendliness. I mean, you know, like I said, he's doing this on a better level. He's not going in there blustering and screaming, but it's also about looking at the perspective of the consciousness of this, what's been overturned, how this is going forward, and about experiencing this anomaly. Okay? Experiencing this anomaly. And so because this has been done on a egregious level, okay, we are going to go forward and perhaps challenge these things. But there is that movie out there, see if I can remember, I think it's Vigilante, about what do I got this crap here? Well, it's in the front of the video. I'll have to look it up again, and I'll have to look and see if I can find that video. I will put the link up in the community area. So on that note, I'll leave that here, and we'll continue on this morning and next see what Spirit has to say. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you online.